used to schedule meetings in your personal meeting room or to start instant meetings. If participants know your PMI, they can drop in to say hello. Let's get familiar with your personal meeting room. From your Zoom web portal, locate Meetings in the navigation bar, then click Personal Room. The meeting ID and invite link listed here leads to your personal room. Your PMI is a personal code to a virtual meeting room permanently reserved for you. Click Start to begin an instant meeting with your PMI, or click on the Upcoming tab and click Schedule a meeting. Next to Meeting
Okay, so I'm sure the sound should be working now. Okay, sorry guys. So I'm sorry for the challenge. It was just a technical challenge. I believe you cannot hear me. So for those of us on YouTube, for those of us on Zoom, I believe you can hear. Kindly check for me. Hmm? So I'm just working on turning off my sounds. Um, I believe I'm very audible now. I believe you can. I believe you can hear me now. The sound should be okay now. Okay, so for Zoom we are okay. For YouTube we are okay, right? Rolling, rolling. Can you hear me? Okay, so we'll proceed with. Okay, I believe I'm clear now. Sorry for the hitches. We'll proceed with our agenda today. If you realize what I had on the screen, you see that I decided to talk about how to start IT right. Rolling Stone, you can join on Zoom so that we talk. It's an interactive session. So I have the link to Zoom also wherever you saw it. You can join me on Zoom and mute and talk so that I can hear your voice too. But basically, the whole idea of this live session is to orient you. The whole idea of this session is to give you a background of where I came from. So you might not know me, but you see my videos on social media. You see my videos on TikTok, Zoom, TikTok, YouTube, and other online platforms. So the thing is that I realize a lot of people do content on gadgets that they, I mean, on gadgets like small softwares that you can quickly use for some stuff, but people actually do not get the concept, especially most of us. Some of us from the SHS background, some of us who have even completed university. I mean, we are finding it very difficult to understand the tech trends. We are finding it difficult to know the kind of courses that are available for us to take as people who want to aspire as people aspiring to be IT guys. So one common mistake we normally do is that we just follow the trend. For instance, you have a son or daughter, or you are someone like Rolling Stone who has decided to study IT. You might know nothing about IT, but once you decide to go into it, you assume that IT is all about coding. So these are some of the things I'm trying to demystify. IT is not only about coding, IT is not only about building softwares and stuff. IT is a broad space. There is a lot you can do. Even someone who knows how to paint on a cardboard is someone who can fit into IT. So that is the conversation we are having today. I hope someone is following me. So basically, that's the whole conversation we are having today. And there are questions people keep asking me, and I find it difficult to answer one by one because mostly I answer to these questions um, once in a while in my YouTube videos. So there is a question like, I want to do cybersecurity early next year, but I don't know which school is good for that, or any online platform that can teach me cybersecurity from beginner to advanced. All right, so this question, let me share that question with you. Can you hold on so that I add the question to the live so that you can see it here? Mm, I hope it's clear for you to see. I'm putting it here shortly. Yeah, kindly hold on. I just want to make it a bit smaller. It's too big for me to read. Okay, since it's becoming quite difficult for me to handle it. All right, okay. Rolling Stone, I hear you. Um, Kindly hold on. I'm trying to configure the question so that everyone can see it here. So the question is at the top there. This the question someone asked me. I want to do cybersecurity early next year, but I don't know which university is good for that, or any online platform that can teach me cybersecurity from beginner to advanced. So first of all, I'll take the first line. You see, when you say I want to start cybersecurity early next year, you ask yourself, the first line says that I want to start cybersecurity early next year, but I don't know which university is good for that. First, you ask yourself, does the university actually teach you cybersecurity? That's the first question I'm going to ask you. That's the first question I'll ask you. And the answer to that is that no, the university won't teach you cybersecurity unless it's a specialized course or a certification. But then for you to be able to do the cybersecurity and understand it, you need to have the background, or you need to have the foundation. That's all I'll say. You need to have the background. So first of all, for the cybersecurity, yes, you've noticed that you want to do cybersecurity. So you put it in a box somewhere. Now we'll move on to the school that will help you learn your cybersecurity. The thing is that most of the schools are on the same scale. Most of the schools in Ghana here are very under-resourced. Um, I'm Yeah, most of the schools are so under-resourced in Ghana. So all you have to note behind your head is that look at your budget and look at comfortability. For example, there are schools like Ashese. Ashese is good for IT, computer science, computer engineering. Lancaster University, we have Legon, we have Tech, we have Accra Technical University, we have Ghana Telecom. But then the thing is that all these schools I've mentioned, they have different fees. Their fees are ranging, their fees have different ranges. Let's say GCTU like this. GCTU pays about 5,000 cedis a year. That is for the 2 semesters. You are paying 5,000 cedis. For Legon, you are paying something around 2,500 cedis for the year. And for Ashese, I don't really know, but it's much higher than Legon and Ghana Telecom combined. So here is the thing. Look at yourself first. Look at what you can afford, right? If you can afford Ashese, why not go for Ashese? If you can afford, can you hold on? Let me just record this. All right. So if you can afford Ashese, go for Ashese. If you can afford GCTU, go for GCTU. If you can afford Legon, go for Legon. But aside that, all the things you have to bear in mind is number one. If you go to Legon, Legon won't teach you cybersecurity into details. You only do something like introduction to cybersecurity. Ashese will give you introduction to cybersecurity, but Ashese will let you um, build some projects. You get it. So if you are a serious student, you then learn on your own, and then you tend to understand the cybersecurity well. So that's what almost all the schools are about. And when you look at the curriculum for most of the schools in Ghana, like the curriculum is 10 years behind what is actually happening in the world now. So if you are thinking of going to a school or a university that, oh, I'm going to learn cybersecurity, by the time I complete the school, I'll know cybersecurity, then you are telling lies. Like, oh, that, let me say it in Chi that way. You are, you are just creating a mirage for yourself. It actually doesn't work like that. Most of the schools, right, you'll be doing introduction to cybersecurity, introduction to database, introduction to web design, introduction to software engineering and stuff. That is all you will be doing. That is basically all you'll be doing. So for the first question, I believe I've answered your question. If I've not answered your question, type it in the comment section. I'm monitoring what you are saying. So those of you who just joined, we are talking about the question at the top there. Someone just asked me, I want to do cybersecurity early next year, but I don't know which university is good for that. So basically, what I've just said is that the university, choose the university you want to attend based on what your pocket can get. If you can pay for Ashese, go for Ashese. If you can pay for Legon, go for Legon. If you can pay for Tech and your grade meets the cutoff point for Tech, go there. So let me make this simple for you. I'll mention my top, let's say top 5 schools for IT in Ghana. Maybe I might exceed that. Legon is one, Ashese is another, Ghana Telecom is also there. Then you can look at there is this school, UNE, Energy and Natural Resources at Sunyani. That's also a good school. Then KNUSC, that's also a good school for IT. There is UCC, so you can also look at that option. Almost all the technical schools also do some form of IT, but they don't really do full. It's not really in detail as the normal universities will do. And also, um, there is one school, IPMC. Now, when we mention IPMC, IPMC is now becoming a university some way, sort of. It is not fully a university yet. I was saying that IPMC is not entirely, it's a university, but I'll recommend IPMC for someone who has already done a first degree and wants to master something. So, like the cyber security you are talking about, if you are done with your first degree, you can then move on to IPMC to do a cyber security course. For that one, you write certifications. So by the time you are done with the with that course, it's like they have 6 months and 1 year courses. Those courses are for people who have completed university. They already have their degree. So they are going to certify to show that yes, I'm a master of this particular field. I'm a master of this cyber security field. So basically, that is all I would say to answer your first line. And then for the second line, or any platform that can teach me cybersecurity from beginner to advanced. Okay, so let me try and share my screen. Um, I'll take the question off for now, but I'll share my screen. Windows capture. Okay, I'm sure you can see my screen. Now let me move from here to Cisco Netcard. So if you can see my screen, that's the Cisco Netcard. Just give a thumbs up. Sorry. For those on Zoom, if you have a question, you can unmute and talk. Um, okay, so I'll move to the second part. This is the Cisco Netcard. Now, this platform is like the leading platform for cybersecurity certifications in the world, and then networking. So the reason why you are seeing Cisco Networking Academy is because it was mainly for networking. Cisco is the biggest networking company in the world, the whole world. So if they are giving you a certification or they are training you, then it means that they know what they are giving you. And on the job market, let me come back here. Okay, so on the job market, Cisco is the best. If you are holding a Cisco certification and you move into any company, even if they don't pick you, they know that at least you're a pro, you are an expert in what you do because of the certification you have. One interesting thing now is that Cisco has given most of their courses out for free. So it's online for you to. Yeah. So I'll just let me see. Let me just log in. I created an account some time ago. So it's not just they don't just teach net Cisco doesn't just teach networking or cybersecurity. They teach coding as well. Kindly hold on. I'm trying to show my screen for you to be able to see this. Um, uh, I'm I'm trying to. Okay, let me just take this off. I'm trying to show you my screen. So it's like a practical session where we go to their page to see actually how their courses are. So give me just a second. Let me show you the screen now. Okay, so I'm sure you can see my screen perfectly now. Um, so this is cool. This their page. This is what they do. So when you scroll down, you realize that their portfolio is huge. 28.3 million students since 19, 1997, and they have this number of educators around the world. These these organizations you see as schools. For example, I attended University of Ghana. For University of Ghana, there are some courses that you have to do on the Cisco platform or even Huawei platforms. Um, you can see 4.8 million say Cisco networking helped them land a new job. So these are the areas that you can focus in. I'm answering a question for cybersecurity, but you can also look at it from your point of view. So for cybersecurity, they have courses, networking, AI and data science, programming, and at this programming, they have Python programming, information technology. And for those of us who are new, like so new to IT, I would want you to take a look at this information technology course. So they have a lot of courses like computer hardware basics, operating system basics, IT essentials 8, and Linux essentials. So basically this IT essentials, this is even intermediate. So let's view all. Okay, so this the beginner. They have beginner and beginner. So computer hardware basics. Now, if you're a beginner in IT, you don't know anything about IT, it's mostly advised that you understand computer hardware basics. So this is where you fall into. Someone who wants to go into AI or data science, you just click by the side here and then you check whatever you want to understand. Most of these courses are free, but then for you to most of the courses I just showed you are free, especially for the cybersecurity and networking ones. Most of them are free. Just that when you want to write a certification, when I mean certification, this is what I mean. When For certification, there are two kinds, but one is more important than the other. Now we have certificate of participation. With the certificate of participation or completion, it means that you have done the course and you finished the course successfully. You wrote the exams in the courses, like the exercises and tests and all those things, and you passed. That is the certificate of completion. That one you can just put it on your LinkedIn somewhere. And I mean, it's not really a big deal. But then we have the certification. Now, the certification itself is what is showing you that, okay, I have done this course and I have taken this exam to show and understand the concepts very well. So once you pass that certification, it means you are a master of what you are doing, or you are a master of that course. So for the cyber security, like this, let me just check if there is a certification for the cyber security. Kindly hold on. Let's all just do this. Or let me just continue. So for the one who asked the question, this is the question we are answering here. We're answering this question. The thing is that for the reason why we are all learning is to get the certificate and land a good job and make enough money. So you realize for the YouTube session, I put this flyer there. Um, let me just add that flyer. Kindly hold on. I think this is my first time hosting this kind of question and answer session, so it might be new to me, but as time goes on, we'll get it perfectly. Okay, so you can see this. You don't have to crawl even as a beginner. Start IT the right way. You don't have to crawl even as a beginner. Start IT the right way. Now, the reason why I'm saying this is that when I started IT, it was just in SHS that even after WASI, that I decided to go into IT because I was a maths guru in SHS. So I chose all maths courses. And then my friends were laughing at me that we've suffered over maths in SHS. I want to go and do maths in the university again. So I was thinking, and then I decided to change my course. And the reason why I even changed my course was because someone who was an IT, who was into IT, picked me up in his car, and it was like, I think a Range Rover or something. And I mean, I enjoyed the car so well that my whole perspective changed. So upon conversations with the person, I realized it was in IT, and I said, oh, okay, then let me do IT. So when I went to university, like level 100, I was learning like full-time book guy. I was just learning, learning, learning. But the thing was that I was learning everything. I wasn't focusing on something specific. So like this cybersecurity that you've mentioned, I'm sure sometime you might start and realize that, okay, this cybersecurity thing, yeah, it's not really going well for me. Oh. Let me look for something else and do. That's when you switch to, let's say, web design, because I'm sure in your department, those who are in school already, they realize is that in their department, people will be coding baby, and it will be giving you pressure that, oh, you came to do IT, you don't know how to code. And then it's just pressure. So I was doing all those things. I did cybersecurity, I did some courses on networking, I did front end, UI, UX. I did a mix of everything. So even if you check my LinkedIn profile, you realize that I have a lot of certificates there that I'm not using for anything. So The reason why I'm saying start right, you don't have to crawl. The reason why I'm saying this is because after doing all those things, it didn't really land me anywhere, even though I knew or understood what I was doing. I hope you get it. The reason why you will be learning something is because you want to progress in that thing. The reason why you are doing cybersecurity is because at the end of the day, you want to be a SOC analyst, or you want to be a penetration tester. You want to be a hacker, an ethical hacker. You see, so even in the cybersecurity field, there are specializations. So my advice for you or to you is that for the one who asked the question, once you've decided to do cybersecurity and you've decided to look for ways to learn cybersecurity from beginner to advanced, stick to it. You don't have to derail. Otherwise, you realize that at the end of the day, you went to school, you learned cybersecurity, but you are not able to do anything. You are not able to solve any problem. I hope you get it. What that's one part of the answer I'll give you. Um, yes, it's true. In 2021, I started Angular Udemy course on web development and I gave up. 2023, I started web development by Steve Coates and I gave up again. Yeah, so the thing there, that's how it will be. Mm, but just decide. I just decided that I'll be into cloud computing. Um, it was my end of semester project. I had to look for ways and means to finish my project. So I watched a YouTube video and the guy hosted something on AWS. So I watched the video thoroughly and I went through to do it myself. So I did the work myself, and by the time I completed the project work for school, I understood what I was doing with the AWS. So I just decided that, oh, okay, then for the rest of my, like, after school, I'll be doing cloud computing. So from then, consistently, I was learning AWS. I was just going through their courses to prepare for the certification. And I've not even written the certification, but I understand it so well. But before the end of this year, I'll be writing that AWS certification. So you realize that I was very powerful. Like I understood everything I learned. If it was cybersecurity I was learning, I understood it. If it was networking, I understood it. If it was web design front end, I could build something. If it was like UI UX, I can design something for you. But when they talk of experience, okay, do you have 2 years experience in web design? What will be your answer? The answer is no, because we are doing this and this and this within all the 2 years. So that's just my advice that you should, if you are saying you go into cybersecurity, just decide, okay, whether good or bad, whether I'm enjoying it or not, I'll learn cybersecurity. And in 3 years' time, I should see myself here. I should be able to do this and this and this in cybersecurity. And then you know that by the time you complete school or by the time you finish the target you set for yourself, then you've landed a job somewhere. That will also bring me to another part of the session where I'll talk about solving problems as an IT person. As an IT person, you have to solve problems. You have to build solutions that will solve problems. So um, while you are doing your cybersecurity, I'm only using the cybersecurity as an example because that's the question that was asked. So whether you are doing web design, whether you are doing UI UX design, whether you are doing blockchain, whether you are doing back end, your in all the learning that you are doing, you should be able to solve a particular problem. Now, what cuts you apart from all other people is that you've built a solution. You understand what the solution is doing, and the solution is solving a problem. For all those people who make money, for all those IT companies or IT people who are making money, it is because they are solving specific problems. Let's say Google, for instance. A lot of people cannot do away with Google because Google is offering you Google Photos. It is offering you Google Docs. It is offering you Gmail to receive your emails. It is offering you contacts. It is offering you Google Drive with space. And it is offering you a search engine plus a browser. So how are you going to do away with Google? Like how? Because if you stop using Google, you are missing out. A lot of people are using Google that it might affect your workflow. So let me even talk about WhatsApp. Everyone is using WhatsApp now in Ghana. Even the companies, all the big companies, MPs, the parliamentarians, they have a WhatsApp group. So if the person who built WhatsApp didn't decide to solve a communication problem, how would we even be communicating frequently now except text message and calls? I hope you get it. So as you are learning stuff, as you want to go into cybersecurity, as you want to do web design, as you want to do front end, back end, blockchain, cloud computing, AI engineering, the goal is that you have to understand what you are doing and you have to be able to solve problems with it. Let me take another example. MTN mobile money. MTN mobile money is a technological advancement. Now, instead of queuing in the banks for money, sometimes it takes a while to get your money from the bank. But someone sat down and decided to build mobile money so that anytime and anywhere you are, you can send money to someone, you can withdraw money anywhere, and you can spend your money anyhow and any way you want it faster than going to the bank. And even to date, the banks are not learning, because if you go to the bank, you might spend 1 hour or 2 hours there just to get your money. You get it? So in all you are doing, you have to make sure that you are building something. If you're a web design, if you are a web design person, or you are an AI engineer, you should be building something that will be solving a particular problem. That is when people will want to get your software. That is when people would like to patronize you. Because if you are building something like a chatbot, then already have ChatGPT there. We already have Alexa there. We already have Google Copilot. We have Microsoft Copilot there. So how different is your chatbot from the rest? You see, so we don't have to learn blindly. We have to follow a certain path. And in IT is a science. You have to make sure that you are experimenting and you are doing things to solve problems. That is all I'll have for you this evening. So, especially for the one who asked the question, that is my answer for you. If you follow all that I've told you, you'll be better, and then you might even end up being one of the top tech billionaires in Ghana or the world. The reason why you will say that, oh, okay, if I know all these things, why am I not one of the big tech guys? It's because I got to understand all these things late. So that's my answer to you. I got to understand most of these concepts late. That's why I've made it a conscious effort to share this across. So if there are any more questions, then please put them out there. Type it in the comment section. If you're on Zoom or YouTube, just type it. I'll answer your question. And then we'll be done. It's almost 8:30. Tomorrow is Monday. We'll go to work. Hi. Okay, so if there are any questions, you can just leave them in the comment section and I'll answer you real quick. Okay, so there's a question. Let me just answer that. How do we get the roadmap to begin any IT course we want to go into? It's difficult getting the right roadmap. YouTube is great for learning IT, but everyone is saying different things and it's kind of confusing. Okay, so let me be honest with you. That's how it is. In the IT world, everyone has his or her own perception. But then it is only the tool you are using that will define how you use it. Let me explain this. So, um, I'm trying to find something that will help you understand. But that's how it is. Now, if you want to learn cybersecurity, the reason why you are finding it difficult is that you don't have the end goal in mind. Before you start a course, today we are using cybersecurity throughout. So before you start cybersecurity, you have to read and understand cybersecurity. Okay, what is cybersecurity? How can I apply cybersecurity to my daily life? If I'm doing cybersecurity, how can I help the people around me? How can I help the people in my environment? How can I even help myself? That's one part. That's when you realize, okay, so I can be able to do this. I can be able to do this. Then another part will hit you. Okay, I want to do cybersecurity. But in cybersecurity, there are some rules. What are the rules we can find in cybersecurity? Let me just check. So let's do this. Let's do this together. Windows capture. Okay, so let's go back. I'll search. What is cyber security? So you realize that there are definitions of cybersecurity, the state of being protected against the criminal or unauthorized use of electronic data or measures taken to achieve this. Then you ask yourself, what kind of person am I? You have to know yourself. You have to know yourself. I won't lie. You have to know yourself. Then you, on the next part, you move to, uh, You move to what are the roles in IT. Then you ask yourself where you fit in. Don't worry, I'll be doing a YouTube video on this. I'll be doing a YouTube video to do a step-by-step guide for you, how you can personally do your own roadmap. Then you ask, what are the roles in cybersecurity? So you can see, let me make this bigger. Uh, Kindly hold on. Let me just add this for you. So you can see on the screen, information security analyst, security engineer, Cisco, security specialist, penetration tester. This is what people mostly call the hacker, hacking or hacker. Then we have security architect, cyber security consultant, analyst, malware analyst. You see, so there are all these roles. It's not that when you start learning cyber security, then you learn everything cyber security. You have to get a plan that, okay, I think I am this kind of person. Mepɛ nhwehwɛmu paa, so let me be a penetration tester so that when someone builds an app or when my company hires me, I can be breaking through things to check the loopholes so that other hackers will not come and find those ones and break into them. That's what the penetration tester does mostly. My PC isn't charging. Kindly hold on. Let me just fix my PC issue. Background light. Okay, sorry. So let's continue. So I was saying that, yeah. Okay, so I was just talking about the rules in IT. See, I agree that we need mentors, but while you don't have a mentor, right, you have to get somewhere. And even when you get a mentor, the mentor expects you to be somewhere before they can help you. That's the truth. The mentors we mentioned, they don't have time. They don't have time for us. So what you rather do is that, okay, what you can do, do it. So that when you get someone who is into it, and the person is not even ready to be your mentor. The person can just guide you. So what I'm saying, that's what I've learned from experience. Number one, understand what you want to do, the course, and find out what are the rules in that course that will help you. I hope you get it. Just find out the rules that will help you, or the kind of person you are, that if you take this rule, that I'm doing this rule for 2 years, I'll just keep on doing it by myself. Now, when you understand the rules and you go to YouTube, let me show you something. Let me just go to YouTube. Okay, let's just move on. The thing is that when you go and type roadmap for a cybersecurity person, and then you go and type roadmap for a penetration tester, you see two different things. You realize that roadmap for a penetration tester in cybersecurity, almost all the things you'll be seeing will be the same. Almost all the things you see will be the same. But when you say roadmap in cybersecurity, that is when you get a lot of things, because in cybersecurity itself, there are different rules. So each of them will be giving you their ideas and you will be confused. So that is how you get confused in the first place. I hope I've answered your question. I hope I've answered your question. So what you do is that understand yourself. Even if you don't know or understand yourself, say, okay, I'm doing cybersecurity. I want to be a penetration tester. Now, when you go to YouTube, the first thing after understanding the concepts in cybersecurity, the next thing you do is, okay, roadmap for cybersecurity analyst, or roadmap for penetration tester in cybersecurity. That is where you get a more concise answer. That's where you get um, an answer that is tailored for you. So it wouldn't be like everyone is saying different stuff. It wouldn't be like that. I hope you get it, Rolling Stone. So I would want us to end it here. Um, we'll continue this conversation somewhere next week again, so that I'll break them down, and I'll make it topic by topic. So it wouldn't be like this session where people don't join for answers, but I'll make it in a way that even if I'm done with the video and you come and watch it later, you understand something. So thanks for joining me today. You are welcome. Okay, you can chat me in my inbox. I'll try and reply you. You are welcome. Amen. So that's it for today. I'm sure there is more time to continue. We go talk more. I'm borrowing from Delphi. We go talk more, Charlie. Until then, bye bye.